Hello, and welcome to Low Code in 30. I'm Jeff Goldberg, member of the Evangelist Team at Mendix, and in today's webinar, we're going to spend the next 30 minutes discussing security in the Mendix platform. Low Code in 30 is run on a monthly basis, and if this is the first time you've joined us, we have covered a number of topics over the last 6 months related to the Mendix application development platform. I encourage you to visit our YouTube channel and view our previous webinars and subscribe to our channel so that you can get notified as we add new content regularly. Let's jump in with a quick overview of what Mendix is, and then we'll talk about the comprehensive approach Mendix takes to security. Afterward, we'll take a few minutes for Q&A. Mendix was born to help enterprises win with apps because it's the fastest and easiest low-code platform to create and continuously enhance any kind of app at scale, including web apps, offline-first mobile apps, REST APIs, microservices, and more to fit a variety of use cases. Mendix helps you achieve your goals through a visual, model-driven development platform, enabling professional developers and stakeholders in the line of business to collaborate throughout the entire application lifecycle. Everything from requirements gathering, development, deployment, and finally operating are integrated into the platform to help make developers' lives easier and to bring them closer to their customers. As a result, development is faster and more efficient because the business and IT combine their domain expertise during application creation. Application quality is significantly higher because requirements and outcomes are in alignment, and total cost of ownership is lower because adopting an agile and iterative process reduces rework after applications go live. App security has been a top-of-mind topic for a long time, and it continues to be a top consideration in choosing any platform or software as a service. At Mendix, security rests on 4 pillars to ensure apps built on the platform are protected from end to end. It starts with compliance, an information security management system designed in compliance with ISO standards to protect the platform and the customer's apps running on it from would-be attackers and threats. Cloud security involves encrypting information and communications exchanged inside and outside the platform, along with other services to protect cloud operations. Platform security handles authentication and user roles, making sure users have the right capabilities to contribute to app development. And application security, controlling app authentication, user security, and module security, which control aspects of the user experience as well as the data end users interact with during a session. Today we'll cover the first 2 in brief, and then dive a little deeper into platform security, and then I'll go into the modeler and show you how to set up authentication using OAuth and authorization with user and module security. To provide the most secure environment possible, Mendix has implemented an information security management system in accordance with the ISO-IEC 27001 standard. Instead of relying on our cloud provider certification, we've built our own framework of controls for information risk management and attained accreditation across all the cloud infrastructure Mendix is available. You can view our ISO 27001 certification within the Mendix Platform Evaluation Guide. In addition to this standard, Mendix has several other assurance reports confirming security controls management, including ISAE 3402 Type 2, a SOC 1 Type 2 certification, and a CSA Star certification. Because we take security seriously, we engage in periodic assessments of the security controls we have in place to make sure we evaluate and mitigate information security threats and vulnerabilities systematically. Mendix employs several different configurable measures to secure data and the platform experience at the cloud level. Starting with security controls, it begins with using TLS encryption using certificates to provide end-to-end protection for data transporting between the client and the application. To control inbound access to the app, you may restrict connectivity to an IP address range or use a client certificate, or both. While Mendix provides certificates using Mendix-specified domains, it is possible to use a custom domain with full certificate support to own the URL. Access management in Mendix starts at the cloud operations level, where a technical contact for each application establishes control of their cloud node and the roles for additional users. For Cloud Ops roles, users may have access to deploy apps, access backups, have API access, and performance monitoring. For secure backup, Mendix provides several app backup options with history in geographically dispersed secure locations. To maintain app integrity during disasters, Mendix offers high availability through deployment to multiple availability zones and auto-recovery. In accordance with our certifications, we perform disaster recovery tests on the platform quarterly. The Mendix platform provides extensive logging throughout the whole application lifecycle. From design, development to deployment, as well as runtime, there is a full audit trail of the activities performed in the platform. The Mendix Cloud operates on the basis of cloud nodes run on Cloud Foundry containers hosting autonomous instances of the Mendix runtime. Each cloud node has separate test, acceptance, and production environments. Each environment and app containers therein effectively shield each app from one another from a resource and a security perspective. To learn more details about Mendix Cloud Security, review our extensive security section in the evaluation guide. Mendix Platform Security is driven through a provisioning service called MXID. MXID handles authentication to the platform for interaction during the application development lifecycle. In addition, the platform portal provides role-based user access at the platform and application level. Company admins for a tenant in the Mendix Cloud have the ability to manage users through their MXID and configure their role-based access to environments to deploy and manage apps. Each app has its own security interface for creating and configuring user roles. You invite team members to the app project, and when you do, you assign them a role, granting them certain permissions to access and control aspects of the app. Mendix enforces segregation of duties. Therefore, general management, think of service accounts, are not allowed. This ensures all actions are traceable to a specific person. It is possible to set up two-factor authentication with the Mendix platform. We'll cover that in a future session. Taking a few moments to look inside the platform portal, there are a number of sections on the side menu for administrating an application. I'm going to walk through the team section only today because it's relevant to our security conversation. The team section lists the users with access to the application and the roles they play as a member of the app development team for this specific app. As the app owner, I have control over who to invite to the application. I want to invite my colleagues Simon and Chris to the project because I'll need their expertise during the app build. When I type in their names, autocomplete finds them for me because they have MXID accounts within my company. In adding Simon and Chris, I'm prompted to give them a role in the project. Each Mendix app comes with 6 default roles to choose from, but you can create more to fit your agile team. More on that in a minute. I can personalize a message, confirm, and I'm good. Simon and Chris are added to the app. They'll receive an email with a clickable link that will bring them to the Mendix portal, or the next time when they go into the portal, a notification will appear prompting them to accept the invitation. So what do you do if you need to create custom roles? Clicking on the Manage Team button and Role Settings provides an interface for creating new roles and editing existing ones. The only one that can't change is the Scrum Master role because it's the boss role. Creating a new role enables you to set a number of permissions, and there is a handy security guide to help determine what level of access you may want to give the role. With Mendix, you have complete control of the platform user experience. Put another way, this is the first level of access control to determine the experience members of the development team will have in the Mendix platform. When we arrive at application level security in Mendix, control becomes expansive and layered. With application security, you're covered with authentication to the app, which is a distinction from platform authentication, which is used to control access to the development environment. Application-level user roles you define that are tied to module roles established in each module. This enables plugin modules, things that you would grab from a public repository or reusable content, to actually have their own security that can be inherited by the parent application. And then for each of those modules, you define page, microflow, and entity access and assign module roles to those rules. And we're going to get into that in a deeper level and a more visual level in a few minutes. Depending on how authentication is set up in the Mendix application, it's possible to provision users based on the attributes sent through during the authentication process. So let's jump into a demo where we'll set up an OAuth connection, and then we'll also establish some user and module security in the app. We'll log in and we'll review the access based on that and see what the user sees. OAuth has become a popular standard in the past few years as a way to limit storing passwords in applications, thus giving developers a good balance between usability and security. In Mendix, implementing OAuth or SAML in your apps is pretty straightforward through the Mendix App Store. The App Store is an online repository of shareable and reusable components you can download directly into your projects and begin to use. That said, you may choose to roll your own authentication module, and the openness and extensibility of the platform allows you to create Java actions and write custom Java code to support your needs. Once the module is built, it can be shared on the App Store in public or private modes for the community or your development team to benefit from. So today I've taken the roll my own approach because I want to use the domain model to store my OAuth configurations. This will enable me to write less custom code, and it will make configuring new providers easier. Let's start with the configuration. I've got the app running on my local machine, and I'm in the configuration overview. You can see I have configuration for Okta and Salesforce. When I open the Salesforce entry, I'm able to set the appropriate attributes I need to complete an OAuth handshake. To help connect to providers, I've created a few Java actions that read the information in the configuration and help make the OAuth module flexible. In addition, I've created a microflow that returns the configuration for the called upon configuration. I'll deploy the project to Eclipse, where I can code the remainder of the flow. Inside of Eclipse, I have full access to the Mendix model through the Model SDK. This enables me to use Java and Mendix models to create the solution I need in the most efficient way possible. To support my OAuth configuration, I call the microflow from the Java code and gain access to all that information without having to duplicate effort hand coding what I need. Another cool thing is once I'm in Eclipse, I can debug my application from here. Let's check it out. I fire up the debugger and fire up the login page. I've created a simple one here that enables me to log into Salesforce. When I click the button, Eclipse pipes up because I set a breakpoint in the Java code. Even though I am running an application through Mendix, I'm able to debug my custom code. When I click through, I log into Salesforce. It sends me back to the home page for my app once the authentication is complete. Now let's go into securing the app once authenticated users have entered. We've taken a bit of a top-down approach to security governance throughout this webinar, but now we're going to switch directions and talk about user roles and module roles. The diagram on display is a representation of how users are bundled into user roles, basically the equivalent of groups in a directory service, and in an application, the user roles that have explicit access to modules within that application. The distinction between user roles and module roles is made because we want modules to be self-contained and independent from the project. This promotes reusability and efficiency because shared modules carry their module roles, which can be added to the user roles of the main project in a couple of clicks. It sounds a bit confusing, But what I'm going to do is review the user and module roles section of the training management app that you have the opportunity to build in the Become a Rapid Developer training on the Mendix Academy website. Mendix App Security has 3 levels you can set for the project: off, prototype, and production. I'm setting the project to production because I want to build out and test access control for pages, microflows, and entities. Prototype enables the first 2, page and microflow security, but not entity-level security. Once I flip the bit to production, the window expands to show page and microflow access are incomplete. This is happening because certain pages and microflows do not have roles assigned, and role assignment is a requirement for apps deployed into production. Before we address that, we need to add a trainee user role to reduce the access of users who will be taking classes to only be able to sign up and view those classes. We don't want them creating. When I create the trainee role, I choose which module roles it will have access to in the project. Here, I'm keeping it out of some modules completely and adding it as a user to the administration module, so users with that role will be able to log into the app. Now that the trainee role exists, real-time error checking has kicked in because it's seen that there are aspects of the model that don't have assignments to the trainee role. So we need to take care of that to secure the app. And now that I know what I need to fix, I can double-click on one of the errors and it will take me right to the issue. For now, I'll open the module security from my module using the Project Explorer. Each tab has a detailed matrix of their object relative to the user role. When I make the adjustments and exit the screen, all the errors disappear. The last thing I'm going to do is add a role-based homepage for the trainee. I don't want them to have access to the main homepage with the buttons. And then earlier, I created some demo users for the teacher and trainee to test user and module security. Before I deploy, I'm going to put the app back into prototype mode because it enables me to easily switch between these users during testing. All right, I'm set to prototype. We've deployed the app. Let's go ahead and check it out. When I log in as the admin, I have a fully rendered homepage of actions I can perform. When I switch to the teacher, the homepage appears, but the button creating a training event is gone. When I switch to the trainee, I'm presented with a different page altogether. User and module security provide me as a developer very fine level of access control on the apps I build, segregating module security from the project to ensure ease of reusability of the modules I build. However, giving me the ability to wire them back into a project easily because I can use predefined roles in those plugin modules to define what users have access to. Recapping what we've covered today, Mendix delivers comprehensive security at multiple levels to deliver a platform for building apps with confidence. From industry standard compliance for cloud operations to the specific activities users may perform when interacting with an app, Mendix provides a visual and streamlined approach to implementing security with low code.